It's been more than a month since a shipping collision off the coast of Singapore spilled about 400 tons of oil into the sea. But one marine ecologist involved in visual surveys of affected sites says there has been no significant impact on Singapore's marine life. CNA takes a closer look at what these surveys indicate for the environment.
I can see his fat.
After almost 6 weeks of care, this kingfisher is being weighed before its caretakers at NParks release the bird into the wild. It's heading back to East Coast Park, where it was first found and rescued. Within moments, it took flight out of its carrier and perched on a nearby branch as it looked over the familiar surroundings.
It definitely took a lot of care. We really had to monitor him very closely because there was a period when we weren't very sure whether it was going to make it. But luckily, it managed to pull through that difficult time. The team has been on the clock monitoring his feed intake, weighing him daily. There's daily checks as well, and just making sure that he's on progression for release.
Over at the Animal Concerns Research and Education Society, another affected kingfisher has gone back to eating fish. It's also flying better, a sign that it's ready to reunite with Mother Nature.
I think our experience with saving, rescuing and helping glue-trapped birds helped a lot in the process, the recovery of this kingfisher. It's a process of removing the glue, but for this we are removing the oil. So, how do we gauge how stressed the bird is? What do we use? So all that came into play was very helpful in making sure that this kingfisher survives.
Closer to St. John's Island, marine ecologist Dr. Yani Tanzil has been conducting visual surveys. These inspections are part of efforts to assess the oil spill's impact. The team of scientists is looking out for oil sheens in the sand or oil patches among sea plants such as seagrass. Such oil sightings may indicate longer-term impact for those areas.
I think there are certain things that may not be captured by visual surveys itself because there are a lot of little things that we can't see with our own two eyes. So things that will require chemical analysis, further sort of visual surveys under the microscope, looking at the little things that may or may not have been affected by the oil.
Dr. Yani adds that while some beaches and coastlines may seem clean, the public should avoid areas that are closed to prevent further damage to the environment.